Hello everybody and welcome back to the game formerly known as Imperator, where we are not currently actually having bugs. So that is absolutely phenomenal. We are currently in the process of putting our empire back together. It is currently the world's most horrific border gore, but we're making very solid progress on that. So we've got a bunch of building constructions happening here. Have we got all of our slave estates built? Actually, yes. So that's very, very good. That means we can start working again on our cities. So that's wonderful. We're very happy to see that. But right now, what we're doing, it's not showing up in the outliner. That's interesting. Maybe we need to give it a month tick here. We're working on getting integrations done, and we're very close to getting a lot of them started. So we just had an oratory advance. That's all well and good. Okay, so let's get ourselves an invention going here. Now, we just had, in our civic advances, we just had urban planning. Now, we cannot take that and rural planning. That would be insane. But we're going to grab Hypocost here to be able to grab some national citizen output, as well as the monthly political influence, which is not actually going to be gaining us any political influence, because we have relations over the diplomatic limit, 37 of them. It's a lot. We're going to boost this up by 5%, and that'll help eventually. Not for a while. Not for a while. Okay, so my question is, these are the only active diplomacies at this moment? It's not showing up all of our improved relation opinions because those maxed out. Gotcha. So that means that what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go into our vassals, which are under what category here? Diplomacy subjects. And we're going to have to go into every single one of these. And we're going to have to look at this. So apparently this canceled our improved relations when I restarted the game, because this can still go up by 53.03. Okay, I guess we have to go through all of these and get those going again. So that was Samaria, and we need to be here. So then we've got Baghdad. Can we right-click on this? No, that's unfortunate. So we're going to need to go through every single one of these and get those going again. That's interesting. I don't want to be in trade. I want to be in diplomacy, subjects, and then media magna. I want to improve opinion with them. Okay, and then we go back in here. That's right. So then Yatsha, we're going to do. There we go. Next up would be Seraphiana. There we go. That'll be fine. That can be improved by a lot. Zive, we're going to do the same. And we're probably going to want to be ticking forward here once we run out of money. But I want to get as many of these done as possible before then. So there's Ammon. I don't think we need Western Delta. We are integrating Western Delta, Central Delta, and Eastern Desert right now. So we don't need Western Delta, but we can do Gore next. There we go. And then that would, of course, be Tazor after that. There we go. Philistia. I don't know why it canceled all of these. That's very strange. Maybe that's another instance of the bug, but whatever. We'll do this. It only costs us money. That's not a big deal. So that was Laconia. Next up will be Call. There we go. And then let's do... We don't need Central Delta. We do not need Central Delta, nor do we need Eastern Desert. However, our Shamashat, we absolutely do need. So we'll get them going. And then we need Crete. That'll be fine for now. Babylonia. Every single one of the rest of these we need. So Baal would be the next one, and then we would go for Zood. Perfect. And then Bouchard. Perfect. And then Sid. Okay, so there's a lot more of these that we need to do, right? Hebrew Dur would be the next one. There we go. Then Mios Hormos. We lack the gold, so we're going to have to wait a month tick before we proceed. So the month tick is going to generate us roughly 200 gold. So all we have to do here is wait. So this guy died. Okay, sure. We'll deal with that in a moment. So there's the month tick. We can now send an opinion here. Okay, So that was Mios Hormos. Next, we would need to do Sesamos. There we go. Perfect. And Faces. Excellent. After that, of course, we've got Marat. We're getting close to the bottom of the list here. And then Parthia. There we go. And then Karabshar. Excellent. Followed by Sonata. And then it would next end up being Iris Superioris. Perfect. And then Melitine, which we don't have the gold for. So let's give it another month tick here. And we'll get the next batch of these going. So we currently lack a governor for Albania. Okay, we'll come back to Melitine in a moment. I want to get this governor put in. There's no Scorn family, so that will be fine. So we were on Melitine. And we need to improve opinions with them. There we go. Perfect. And then we have Armenian Gumbadi, which we can get going on. And then after that, of course, is going to be Kataba. Okay, we're almost to the point where we're faster to just scroll all the way to the bottom. Kinesis, and then a Lute, which is now visible here. Beautiful. So that'll speed things up a little bit. Arabia Ad Sinus is the next one. And then it would be Pap. There we go. Followed by Achandana, which we'll need to improve opinion with. And then we're out of gold. So the last ones will get done soon. I'll let them play. It'll be fine. Who's currently starving? Okay, noted. We will deal with this as soon as we're done with this next month tick. So we're going to need to do Mothis next. But let's just give this a moment. Okay, there we go. That should be good. So Mothis needs to be done now. So we'll get that going. And then, of course, we need to do Hebrew Alexandria Wow, I cannot say that. Kakasu? I don't know why I couldn't say that. That was weird. Oh, that was awkward. Well, next would be Debozen, and we would do Kumuzia next. Excellent. And then Heraklia Pantiki. And that should be all of them at this point. So that's fantastic. Now what we need to do is keep an eye on anything in here that is over 190. And there's actually a number of them right now. So these all need to get started. So we need to go to Laconia, we need to expand the influence action, and we need to start integration on Laconia. Perfect. So the next one would be Call. We'll start integration there. And then it would be Aram Shashat. That's not how that's pronounced, but close enough. And then next would be Crete. And then Babylonia. And then Baal. So a lot of these are going to take a while to integrate, but I want to get these going ASAP. Bouchard would be the next location, followed by Sid, and then Hebrew Dur. Now, Mios Hormos isn't high enough up yet, but Sesamos is, so we'll get that going. And then Faces, and Marat, and Karabshar. And most of these down here aren't quite ready yet. Okay, so that's a bunch of them started up. Now, what's going on with these starving pops out over here? Okay, so this is all in Judea. This is probably simply needing to get a little bit more food import. I'm going to cancel this cloth, and we're going to bring in some grain from somewhere. Citizen will be fine. I'm also going to cancel this leather, and we're going to bring in additional grain, or maybe even rice from you. Okay, so that should boost up our provincial food here, in theory. And we're still working on getting our buildings built in Jerusalem, but that's absolutely fine. Okay, so a researcher just died, and we definitely need a civic advance as a researcher. So this guy will do the trick. There's a Scorn family, it's the Davidites. For the time being, I'm not terribly concerned about that. Okay, so checking in through here, we should be getting close to more of these being ready. Yes. So Kataba, we can start integration on. Kinesis. Alut. Cap. Achandana. And that's it for now. So that's a bunch of these that are currently being integrated. It's going to take time to get that all done, but the good news is each one of these progresses at the full 1.45 a month. So they're going to be all finishing at very similar times. And that's understood. Yes, I'm sure this guy will be up to the test. Okay, perfect. So we no longer have a scorned family. That's wonderful. Now we need to check through again and see if there's any more of these that have hit 190. Yes. Debozin and Kamuzia. Ah, Debozin has not been a vassal for long enough. Neither has Kamuzia. So we're going to have to wait on both of those. That's understood. So we're going to keep them going for now. But that is absolutely fine. We're going to get more of these integrating because that absolutely needs to happen. And eventually we're going to need to go through our entire list of them and make sure that they're all integrated. Because we're going to have situations like these, right? Where we can't start integrating these for another roughly 2 years. So that's absolutely understood. That's going to take some time. So for now, we should be having a few more reaching 190 in the next couple of months. And that looks great. We're going to get those integrating as soon as possible as well. We're going to be integrating at a very high rate of speed here. And that's wonderful. So Tazor at this point can start integrating. I love it. Anything else in here that we can immediately begin integration on? Because we need to do that as rapidly as possible. I'd love to get these done, but alas. Not until 7 March for these guys and 30 May 965 for this. Okay, so they're going to be a little bit later. No doubt about that. What's up with Heraklia Pontiki? We must have just missed them in the previous pass. Okay, well that's fine. It's absolutely expected that that happens now. So that looks good. For the time being, I'm banking up our treasury here. And that will be absolutely wonderful once we start actually working on our cities. We're going to need to do that, but I want to get these integrations happening first. I want to focus on this for now. So that'll be fine for the moment. As of right now, none of these are ready to be integrated, but they will be soon. Very, very soon. So that's all looking fine. A lot of these are going to be reaching their maximum opinion soon, and they'll start dropping off of this list. And that's absolutely going to be fine. We can continue to improve these beyond the maximum for a little bit, but not forever. So that is absolutely noted. We're about to have another batch of these be ready to start integrating. Actually, Parthia is, so let's get that going immediately. But we're about to get a bunch more of them ready to go. Cool. Here's Media Magna ready. We'll start integration there. What else do we have here? Well, Philistia is ready. We'll get that going. Beautiful. This guy died. Okay. He was a member of that family. There's also Colchis up here. I'm going to put this guy in. That'll be fine for now. Okay. So that all looks wonderful. Checking through this list again, there's probably going to be some. Yes, here's Mios Hormos. We're ready to start that integration. Anything else? Well, there's Sonata, which can start integrating. There's Iris Superioris, which can start integrating. And there's now Melatine. We'll get that going. Armenian Gumbadi. We'll get that going. Arabia Adsinus. Absolutely. And apparently Sneeze. That's wonderful. And just checking through this list, we can see the vast majority of these are now integrating. So that's good. Samaria is ready to be integrated. And there will be more as we continue to go through this. We're getting there. Unrivaled wealth, huh? Honestly, I want the gold. We're going to take it. We will be spending that gold very shortly. Okay, so Mothis is able to be integrated. Hebrew Alexandria is also ready to be integrated. So it's just Debozin, which is going to be ready next year. Kremuzia, which is going to be ready the year after that. And Heraklia Pontiki, presumably. Yeah, the year after that. So these are going to be a little slower, but that seems fine. We've got most of these integrated at this time. On the next month's tick, we'll have several more ready to go. However, we do need a new governor over here in Syria, and ideally it would be a Davidite. Still scorned? Still scorned. Okay. So let's look for a Davidite here. That'll be fine. We need somebody up here as well. Still scorned. Wow. So we would need another Davidite in theory, but we don't have one. So I would put this guy in. Okay, military access. Who is this? I'm going to decline that. I don't want to get involved in anything out over here. So these guys might end up... I don't know if we controlled them or if they split off of these guys. There were definitely some of those that happened. So we might lose a little bit out over here. We did lose a little bit out over this direction, but we'll reconquer that. Absolutely. So at this moment, we can start integrating on Yatsha, and we can also start integrating on Ziva. That will be wonderful. We'll get those going. And what else do we need here? As I said, the vast majority of these are now integrating. We're going to slaughter them all because we need the political influence. The tyranny is definitely up there, but it's fine for now. We'll start integrating Mothis, and that will be absolutely fine. So Heraklia Pontiki is a very long ways away from being integrated. We're going to have to improve relations with them quite a lot. Although we need to give up claims with them. They're subjected to CB. That will help by 25. So that'll be a significant boost. And these guys are at 189. So we're not quite ready to get them integrated. Let's check up through the rest of these real quick. 185, getting very close. 169, okay. That's a little ways away yet. 175, that's also a little ways away yet. But we are just about done with all of this. We're able to get these guys integrating. There we go. Influenced by Bactria, huh? Honestly, our own traditions are all we need. Okay, that'll be fine. So back up over this direction. Badgis is at 186. So we just need to give this a little while longer. We'll have this guy head in as a governor here. That'll be okay. Badgis is now at 188, and depending on rounding, this might be ready to go on this next month tick. We'll see. This is also going to get us very, very close to getting some of those most recent client states integrating, which is phenomenal. Okay, we'll get this integration going. There we go. That is indeed started. Fantastic. So we need Serafiana, which is... We could just send them gold, but I don't think there's a reason to. I think we'll hold off on that. There's also Gore, which we could send gold to as well, but we'll come back to them here in just a bit. And then we've got down this direction, Debozin and Kremuzia. Debozin should be ready to be integrated soon, right? Yes. It's currently February. It will be March when we can integrate Debozin. So we're going to get that started as soon as possible. We're not really in a rush with Heraklia Pontiki because we aren't going to be able to start integration until 11 February of 966. So that's a little under 2 years out. We do want to get that started immediately when that happens, but that is going to take a little while. So that's fine. Debozin can now be integrated, so let's get that started. Excellent. And heading back up this list here, we now have Serafiana at 180. That's looking very, very good. And I think that's the only... No, there's Gore here too. So this is somewhere between 2 and 3 months away from getting finished up, depending on how the rounding works. Let's see what we're at here on this next month tick. 187? Okay. That's definitely going to take a little bit to get going, but that'll be fine. We're going to have a lot of these finishing up fairly quickly because a lot of them are pretty small. But then there's some that are going to take a fair amount longer, like Tazor here, or like Aramashat. That'll take a little bit, or Yeah, it's very all over the place, right? Like Melitine, that's going to take a while. But a lot of these are going to finish up a lot faster than that. So that looks wonderful. Kamuzia is not ready to start integration until next year, but that's okay. So at this point, I think there's only 3 client states that are not ready for that. Serafiana is going to be started very shortly. Gore was started, I think. Actually, no, it wasn't. Okay. So we can't improve relations with them anymore, so we have to send them a gift. So we'll do that. That is fine. And on the next month, we'll be able to get this done. There's still Serafiana, but you can see here we're reaching maximum out over this way, so that's definitely going to need to be done soon. So 22 August, wife required. I don't care for now. Okay, so 22 August. Sure. We will take local tax for the time being. Just a couple more days here to get Gore integrated. And we lost some stability. Okay, whatever. We'll start this integration. So that's Gore coming in. And then we've got Serafiana, which is at plus 89 right now. So next month's tick, we're going to be able to get Serafiana coming in. That'll be wonderful. And down here, we've got Heraklia Pontiki. I think there was one other than Debozin. There was. There definitely was. And we can find it in our subjects list. So, actually, Serafiana can start integrating. We'll get that going. And we had Debozin. Yeah, Kamuzia here. So it's these guys. Okay, so when are they going to be ready to be integrated? 30 May of 965 is the answer. Okay. So I currently believe that every one of our vassals is being integrated except for Kamuzia and Heraklia Pontiki. So let's make sure that that's correct. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42 being integrated. So how many subjects do we have overall? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Okay, yeah. I think I messed up my counting slightly, but that feels approximately correct. We're going to let this go, assuming that it is correct. I believe that it is correct. I think I messed up my count over here. So that is absolutely fine. We're going to get these guys integrated as soon as we can, which is going to be in approximately 5 months. We can do a colonization of a bunch of locations. And in fact, I want to do that. Let's get going on those. Okay, so we're going to get a lot of these colonizations underway. And we're just putting a lot of this back, right? That's the idea here. We can't colonize more than 5 provinces, so we're going to come back to that other one shortly. So it's currently January, and we know that we can't start integrating these guys until May. So that's absolutely... So 30 May is the goal there, the dream, if you will. And we should be getting to the point where some of these are going to start being fully integrated quite soon. Like Serafiana only requires 10. That's going to be done on this next month's tick. So that's absolutely wonderful. We are very delighted about that. So 30 May, that does mean it's going to take us a little bit. So we'll come back to these guys here in just a moment. These have now been integrated, and we're going to offer sanctuary to all of these. Yep, that's all fine. And now we can potentially build more mines and farming settlements. Only the 1 farming settlement, and then we can build 3 slave estates. Okay, sounds good for now. Now, Kamuzia. So we know that we can get these guys integrated in this month. And that will be absolutely wonderful. So 30 May. right at the end of this month. Okay, so we'll let that go, and we'll get this integrating as soon as we can, right now. There we go. So we even got that month tick. That's perfect. So a lot of these are going to take a while to finish up, but as you can see, we're making solid progress. Eastern Desert, we're already at 81.1. That's not bad. It's going to take like 5 years to get finished. So the only place, and there's another integration finishing up in Ziva. Wonderful. We do need to put in some governors up over here. This is Davidite, but I don't think we have any... we do have a Davidite that we can put in there. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we have another scorned family, the Osai family, and let's put in this guy. That'll be fine. And then we need Media, a governor. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So now all we're lacking is Heraclea Pontiki at this point. That's the only client state that is not actually being brought in. So that is understood. And Davidite family again. And they're at 130 right now. We can't integrate them until 11 February 966, and it is about time to put a cut in here, but I want this job complete by the time that we finish up the situation here, right? We can take a martial perk, and I suppose we may as well do some of that. Discipline sounds good. And assault ability, yep. And local manpower, yeah, that all sounds great. How many does this guy have? Wow, okay, he has so many perk points. Okay, cool. He's also 62 years old, so that's understood. So Heraclea Pontiki here. We should not send a gift until after the year tick because that goes down on the year tick. So we should wait until January 2nd to send them a gift, but we should send them a gift as soon as we can. This is our subject Ammon. Sure, we can be friends with him. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. So we can't start integration until February, but we're definitely going to need the opinion, right? We're not going to have enough opinion when we can start this integration. So that is absolutely a concern here. No doubt about that. So let's get ourselves into December, and we'll boost this up somewhat. We're increasing this by 1.82 per month, right? So most of these months it's going to go up by 2, but some months, like every 5th month approximately, it's going to only go up by 1, is the way that that's going to work. We do need to get this going because February is coming fast. It's now January, so I want to send this gift immediately. And their opinion of us goes up to 164. So this means it's going to be a while longer until we have that improved relation come up. That's a little unfortunate because I really do want to get this integration started. It's not possible yet, but it will be very, 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 very shortly. It's possible as of now, but we still need the opinion. So we need to get ourselves another 24 opinion. A crisis in Philistia, huh? I mean, we're currently integrating them, so that shouldn't be that big of a deal. There's not really anything that we can do to boost up their opinion any more than we already are. It's pretty much just time at this point. So that's all there is to it. We just need to get this done. I'm going to boost us up to speed 5 while we wait for it, and we'll just get that done. I want to have this job completely over with, and next episode, the idea here is that we're going to be able to work on our city buildings, is the idea. We can also build a couple of farming settlements here, which we're happy to do. And yeah, we must not neglect the arts. Okay, so then we can build some slave estates. We'll get those going. We're just keeping up to date on our rural structures for now. We will get back to that. Heraclea Pontiki is now up to 171. So we need 19 more opinion at this time. Make that 17. Okay. So in theory, we're only a few months away from getting this final subject going. And the reason why this one is so late is we apparently missed it when we started these last time. So that is fine. Let's get these done, and then we can move on to a different job. That would be very, very nice. I just really want to get Heraklia Pontiki completed here. I don't want to forget about it. Okay, wife required. I don't care about that right now. This guy died. He was a researcher, so we do actually need to get a new researcher here. That would be... We have a scorned family. It would be like this guy. He's not amazing at the job, but he's only one worse than here. So I think that's fine. We can get him in there. That'll be okay. So now we don't have to worry about that scorned family. That's wonderful. And Heraklia Pontiki is currently approximately 6 months away from having integration be possible. So that's absolutely wonderful. We'll start integration on them very, very shortly. They need 9 more points. So we should be starting more, or rather getting more of these integrations finished up fairly soon. Yeah, some of these smaller ones are definitely going to be finished soon. We're making very good progress on that. We just lost a member of the Zadoki family. Okay, we do need a new governor out over this direction, and actually this guy would work just fine. He would fix the scorned family issue. So that sounds great. We'll definitely get that going. That sounds absolutely wonderful. And we can call down an omen. That would be Esther again. There we go. Is this territory actually colonizable now? It is. So we'll get that going. Perfect. And we need a new Rob Shamrim. And we would definitely want to put in this guy for that. That looks fine. So now we are 1 to 2 month ticks away from being able to integrate this. I want some gold. We'll split it equally. There we go. So we're going to be able to integrate this guy soon. In fact, right now. And that's done. Beautiful. So with that done, all of our vassal states are now integrating, and we are going to start absolutely soaring in territory soon. But there's still some that we're going to have to reconquer. Note that our war exhaustion is now down to 0. We're absolutely going to be going after these soon enough. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Andy McGard, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.